What's going on, everybody? This is Drew with Mark's Appliance, and today we're going to be looking at this Speed Queen front load washer, and it's a great unit. It's a tank. It is built up in Ripon, Wisconsin, where Speed Queen has been making all of their products since the early 1900s. So it's a great American-made product. Their top loads are loved by people, but I haven't really dived too much into the front load, but I will so today. We're gonna be looking at the build, we're gonna be looking at the features, we're gonna be looking at the wash action, and we're gonna be doing some laundry with it too. So we're gonna start with the base and looking at that, then we'll just go from there. So let's get to it. So this is the base with the Speed Queen front load washer. You've got a full steel base here. So a amazing foundation for a machine that's gonna get up to 1200 RPM for spin speed. And to help with that, it's got 4 heavy duty shock absorbers on each corner of this steel base. So most competing front loads have 3. And what that allows to do is 1, reduce vibration for a quieter wash. 2, allow this machine to get up to a faster spin speed quicker, so it makes for a quicker wash. The average wash time on this machine is 45 minutes. And it's just very durable. For if you've had issues with loads getting out of balance, this machine would have no problem with that. To help with counteracting out of balance loads, it also has 2 ball bearing rings in front of the inner barrel and then on the outside of the inner barrel. To talk a little bit about the inner and outer wash drum as well, it's full stainless steel, so it's smell resistant, mold resistant, and highly durable as well. There's really no plastic in here other than the covering for the control panel and you know, the drain access, the drain pump access, which you can clean out like every 6 months. And what plastic can do, you'll see a lot of plastic and poly materials and other competing front load washers, and that can easily scratch, easily gouge, and create an environment for, you know, detergent or mold or mildew to fester and create those smells that some people who have had front loads don't like about the front loads, is that they can get some smelly issues, but that's really easily avoidable. Don't use fabric softener, don't use very chemically detergents, use some natural detergents, stay away from the Gains, the Tides. And then you can also, you know, when you're not using the machine, just keep the door open, let it air out, or, you know, wash in that gasket, and that will help, or wipe out that gasket, you know, if it's got some water in it, and that will definitely help. You just got to maintain it a little bit more, but that's about it. But anyway, this base, this leads to the life expectancy of this machine being 25 years. So it's built to handle 10,400 loads of laundry, and that's really rooted from the solid steel base. So let's talk about the wash tub a little bit. This wash tub in the Speed Queen front loader is a little bit different than what you'd see in competing front load washers. Whereas like typically in most other brands, the drum is actually, instead of being straight horizontal, it's a little bit tilted. So a lot of times in other front loads, you'll see the clothes pooling towards the back and water pooling towards the back. But this is a little different. So it's just straight horizontal, so very flat, 100% flat. And what that allows for is an even wash. This allows for the water to be 100% even from front to back, the clothes to be 100% even from front to back. Another thing is the patented baffles. They're shaped like a little wavy. That just is gonna help create friction with the clothes to help loosen soils. But they're completely attached and leave no gap between the barrel and the baffle. So there's no room for bacteria or mold or mildew to grow. And now you'll see some, like the Samsungs or LGs, some of their baffles, they have hollow baffles, and that just really traps detergent or traps fabric softener in there, and it can't get out. and then it'll grow, create some mold, create some smelly tubs, and you don't want a smelly tub, let me tell you. That's really the unique design for the Speed Queen tub. Now let's get some washing. Let's look at some of the features for this machine just from a wash standpoint. Yeah, that's where we're gonna go to next. All right, so let's talk about some of the features with this Speed Queen front load washer. You've got 9 different cycle options. You've got fully customizable temperature, spin speed, and soil level. So with the soil level, you can go up to max, heavy, medium, or light. You've got your ETA right there in the center, so very easy to see. You do have some great options. So you've got a nice soak, a 60-minute soak you can do if you got something that's really heavily soiled. So you can do a little soak before it washes. You can go up to 5 extra rinses. So it's gonna do 2 in a standard cycle, but you can add 3 more. So if you're someone who has an allergy with detergent, that'll help with that. You do also have a delay start. You can delay start this thing up to 24 hours. So if I want to start this tomorrow for whatever reason, I could do that. But realistically, where that would come into play is like if I'm going to bed, if I want my clothes to be done right when I wake up, I can delay start this for 6 hours if I wanted to. You do have a stain boost, so that's just gonna do some more agitation in the cycle. And you do have a pre-wash, so it's gonna do a little pre-wash before it does the actual cycle. Both of those are obviously gonna help with loosening up soils and getting your clothes clean. Some really cool options with this are the sanitize. You can add an oxy additive into the washer and it'll kill 99.9% of bacteria when using that cycle. You do have just a regular spin cycle and a tub clean cycle, so you have a clean washer cycle. And then finally you have a Pet Plus flea cycle. So that is a cycle specifically designed for pet owners who have issues with their pets getting fleas. But that's it for the cycles. When you got it set, you just hit the start button and then close the door and then you're good to go. But I'm gonna throw this on a heavy duty cycle and I'm gonna be washing a bunch of towels, hoodies, and I'm gonna kind of try to jam pack it full of some stuff on this heavy duty cycle. And what's really great about this is like typical front load washer, heavy duty cycle is gonna be like around 90 minutes or some, depending on if you've got some extra options going, can be like over 2 hours. This is only 44 minutes for heavy duty, which is pretty great. It also even has a quick wash that can do it in 25 minutes. But heavy duty at 44 minutes, that's very fast compared to other machines. But let's get this thing loaded and let's get it started and let's see how it does. This machine just got done washing and this thing is a tank. It was awesome to watch it wash. It's a commercial heavy duty unit for a residential home. So you can expect no out of balance loads. You can expect a really heavy duty, good clean wash with this product, and you can expect a very long life. So to talk about the warranties with this machine, it's going to give you a 5-year all parts and labor warranty from the day of install. So for those 5 years, for those first 5 years, if anything happens, you are covered. We do our own service here. We install these ourselves. The only issue that I've seen with these is that we went to install one of these and it didn't have a wire harness plugged in to the control board from the manufacturer. So you'll see little issues like that with any brand. You can go on, when you're shopping for a washer, you can find any model and you can see bad reviews on any model. So don't be alarmed. The thing you really want to know is, are you buying from a reputable brand that offers a good, post-purchase service experience? That's why, you really always, if you have one in your area, try to find a dealer that does their own warranty service and has their own service department, someone that talks to their manufacturers. So you're not alone if something does happen. You don't have to call the manufacturer and fight with them and say, hey, this thing is not working right. You do have a lifetime warranty on the inner and outer wash drum. So that's really awesome too. And like I said, that is true full stainless steel. Doesn't have any plastic or poly materials in the wash drum. For the price for this machine, that's a really common objection for customers, is that they don't want to pay the price for this machine. It's over $2,000 for this machine, and that's a lot more than what you'll find in a regular front load washer. How Speed Queen counteracts it is that it's a high upfront cost, but in the long run saves you money, because you can expect this machine to be in your home for a very long time, whereas some competing front load washers may only last, you know, less than half of that time on a good day, honestly. But yeah, full true metal built machine, metal built base. This one will last you a while, and that is really what you're paying for. You're paying for that 5-year all parts and labor warranty, and you're paying for a very well built product. So that's it for the Speed Queen front load washer. One more thing to note is that this model comes in 2 hinges, whether you want the door hinged on the left, how it is now, or hinged on the right. But they're 2 separate models. So once you get, you know, I can't move this to the right, I'd have to order the model that comes from the factory hinged on the right. So that's something to think about too, if you're looking at this model. You can only find these at independent retailers. Most independent retailers are highly trained on all Speed Queen products, but you know, including the front load. Also too, this model comes in a stacked version too. So if you are wanting, you know, to stack your washer and dryer, there is a model, it's the SF7, where you've got the washer on the bottom, the control panel in the middle for both the washer over here and then the dryer here, and then the dryer on the top. I've actually got one in our showroom that I could do a little video of, but same features on that. So stackable is an option. But yeah, other than that, that's about it. Like I said, these only are at independent retailers. If you have any questions about this product, let me know in the comments below, and look forward to hearing from you guys. Thank you again for watching, and we will see you next time.